The run of Kutch is breathtaking. Simply put, wondering why are we here to test drive the new Jawa 350, but the sheer beauty of the run is making it tough for me to focus on the motorcycle. If you happen to visit this place, you'll see why. Nonetheless, on to the task at hand. The vast otherworldly emptiness of the run of Kutch is as captivating as the tallest peak and the bluest sea you have ever seen. Yes, we are here at the run of Kutch in Gujarat with the new Jawa 350, and it is safe to say that the motorcycle is almost completely new. But what it entails, what all does it offer with the updates, you'll have to watch this review to check all of that out. But before we begin, please do subscribe to the Car and Bike YouTube channel, and if you like this video, please do share it with your family and friends. The new Jawa 350 looks as good as before, with bits of chrome all around. Our test bike was done in maroon and the gleaming chrome fuel tank looks just stunning, along with the classic looking front and rear fenders. Overall, the design of the motorcycle is as retro as it can get with minimal changes. And if the last few years have taught OEMs something, it is the fact that retro is definitely in. Do note the lovely windscreen, which is a little more than just a showpiece. Now, on to the changes. The single biggest change is to the engine. The Jawa 350, as the name suggests, gets the 334cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine, same as the one on the Perak and the Jawa 42 Bobber. But there is one big difference. While the mid-range and bottom end on the new Jawa 350 is quite engaging, lots of torque, lots of pulling power, the top end does lose out. But the one surprising thing here is the fact that the power output drops 5 bhp from 27 bhp on the older model to 22 bhp on the newer model, and the torque output stays the same at 28 Newton meters. So that's something that Jawa has taken a conscious decision to do with the new engine. The weight of the motorcycle also grows from 182 kg on the older model to 194 kg on this model. So a drop in power, the torque stays the same. Sure, the engine size increases, but the overall performance of the bike could have been a little better considering the engine is all new. To give you an idea, the same engine that is tuned to deliver 30 brake horsepower and 32 Newton meters on the Perak and the 42 Bobber delivers 22 brake horsepower and 28 Newton meters on the 350. The cooling system on the engine has been reworked as well for better efficiency. Jawa says that the power output was reduced to optimize the engine heat and the fact that the motorcycle is all about offering oodles of grunt in the bottom end and the mid-range, which is where a majority of customers ride the motorcycle. Needless to say, the bike picks up speed quickly. Vibrations do persist, but they are felt prominently only after 90 km per hour on the foot pegs and the handlebar. Till 90 kmph, the bike feels smooth, and while the engine is not the most refined in the segment, it is an improvement over the older model. But with a bigger engine, I would have liked a little more power to go along and a slightly better top end that could have helped the bike on long highway rides. 6-speed gearbox becomes smoother than before with a nice slip and assist clutch that helps in changing gears quickly. Jawa has also made the front suspension on the new 350 taller, and the dimension of the front fork goes up from 31mm to 35mm. Similarly, the rear shock absorbers are taller too, which result in the ground clearance increasing to 178mm. The wheelbase of the motorcycle increases by 120mm, which means it feels slightly more stable than before and yet keeps its agility and nimbleness when maneuvering through traffic. That's the good point. The ride quality of the bike is slightly on the stiffer side, but no reason to complain. In fact, if you go over broken roads at high speeds, you will be fine. The touring capabilities of the new Jawa 350, quite nice, quite good, and if you want to explore an offbeat location like this, so this bike will definitely take you there. The bike also gets wider tires than before, which offer better grip and help the rider feel more confident while riding at speed or taking corners. The Jawa 350 gets a 280mm disc up front and a 240mm disc at the rear, with dual channel ABS. Braking is definitely better than the previous model which had a drum brake at the rear. Priced at 2,14,000 rupees, the Jawa 350 straight up goes against the Royal Enfield Classic 350 and the Bullet 350. The modern classic motorcycle segment is growing up, and how. And the motorcycle, the Jawa 350, it offers decent performance, packs decent enough punch, and yes, it is a little low on features, but that's okay. If you want to buy a modern classic machine in that price segment and you don't want an RE motorcycle, then the Jawa 350 makes for a good option.